A lot of you know me, dates, time frames are big with me. They seem to resonate with me, and I think all of us here, this day, September 11th, is one of those days. We probably all remember exactly where we were in 2001 and what happened. It was a day that the world came to a stop, and I know in America it came to a stop. We all had a hard time doing our job. I know personally I was fixated to the TV, what was happening. It was a time, as tragic as it was, I think one of the greatest things came out of that day. And I think right now, we've got so much division in our communities and our country right now. I think that was a day that no matter who you were, what side of the aisle you were on, what your beliefs were, we all came together and said, our country is the most important thing, the people. So last year, going back in 2000, I think 17 or 18, I had the honor to visit the 9/11 Memorial on a trip, and that was kind of one of the most sombering things that I ever went through. It brought back a lot of memories. So last year, my family went to New York for a family vacation, and we did the memorial because I wanted my kids to see it. And it just doesn't resonate with them because they weren't born yet. But I wanted them to understand, probably like I was trying to learn about Pearl Harbor. I heard that from my grandparents, what that meant to them that day. So I wanted my kids to understand what 9/11 meant to me and my wife. And as we did the ceremony, it was just as emotional then, or tour the 9/11 site. They had the opportunity to buy flags there that were flown over the 9/11 memorial. And I thought at that time, let's start a tradition in the city of Kankakee. And so I purchased a flag that was flown on July 4th of last year over the 9/11 memorial site, and I reached out to the chiefs and said, I'd like on each day moving forward in the city of Kankakee that we take a moment this day to honor the men and women of the police, the fire, the military, everybody that provided the ultimate sacrifice of trying to save lives that day. And we raise this flag up for one day only on September 11th, and then we'll take it down. And then we keep it in the chief of fire's office, and I hope that continues for the next 100 years, long after we're all gone. Again, I'm a big believer in traditions because I think the memories of the past shape our future. If we forget the past, then we don't grow. So this is an honor today in the city, especially for the men and women, as you go out each day to protect our city. We can't thank you enough. What you do is you run towards things when people like us run away. We even saw it yesterday, a tragedy happened in our country. It's an assassination, where again, when you hear something like that, many of us leave and try and save ourselves. Yet the men and women of our fire and police department, you do the exact opposite. You run the opposite direction that we're running to try to save us. So we thank you, and I think what happened on 9/11 in 2001 resonates, and this is an honor of you for doing what you do to protect us and the citizens of this community. So we will have the fire department, if you can raise the flag up for us. Flag up, we roll it down to half-mast in honor of 9/11. Please take a moment of silence. All the men and women that lost their lives on 9/11 days